What is this? Seattle's dying. Who is killing Seattle? By Chinese Radio Seattle. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
That is Travis Berge stretching out before we interviewed him. He came from Reno 4 years ago. He's a musician, a big personality, and he has problems.
You're a user, right? What's your drug of choice?
I use methamphetamines.
Yeah.
And I try to at least use it once a day. But I don't really consider myself a drug abuser. The shit is amazing.
You like the meth?
I love it.
You definitely don't
Remember
look
that
like a
list
drug
of familiar
abuser.
faces?
You definitely look like a well-adjusted, normal person that's not twitchy and finicky. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm like neurotic a little bit, right? And I take Adderall, right? Which is like it's the same drug class as methamphetamine. Okay, it's amphetamine, right? So it's the same drug class, but it's a little bit different. But like, I am neurotic, right? I become like more neurotic, like slightly, but like noticeably more neurotic, right? When on Adderall. And like, I can't even imagine how like paranoid and insane I would be if I was like getting high on meth. Like, that would just be insane. GM Corn Pop. GM Markham, Key 8. Lots of people I've never seen before today.
Travis is on it. 34 criminal cases in 4 years. Things like
I'm not a drug abuser. 34 criminal cases, disturbance, assault, trespass, attempted rape.
like assault, attempted rape, trespass.
Definitely not a meth
You're on a
addict.
list, you know.
Nice.
There's a list of the 100. They came out with the 100 frequent flyers,
Really?
friendly faces.
Of everything?
Of all, the entire.
Which one am I?
Which number on the list?
Yeah.
Oh, you're up there.
Nice.
You're up there.
I was just saying, like, I've definitely been the most in Seattle. Guaranteed.
Travis, put the bike down, Travis!
This is body cam footage of an incident on First and Pike a little more than a year ago.
Travis!
This is definitely not what a meth
Come on, Travis.
abuser
Travis.
looks like.
Hey, you Travis, put the
This
bike
would
down.
literally did. If I was doing meth, this would be me. I would be like fighting the police.
It started with property destruction and escalated into assaulting police officers.
I would be like super aggro, right? Because neurochemically, right? Amphetamine is a dopamine and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor, right? Norepinephrine, I think, is probably why people get like aggro like this when they're on meth. It's kind of like what gets you agitated. That's why some people have like really violent reactions to taking like methylphenidate based drugs and then certain non-stimulant treatments for ADHD. They'll get like, because I experienced like a extreme agitation, like borderline like violent impulses when I was on that. Not really violent, because I'm not like a violent person. So like it didn't really manifest as violent tendency, just like extreme agitation. Like extreme, just like seething agitation. And so like I think that's what this guy's experiencing. He's probably experiencing like a norepinephrine cascade where like a stressor induces a norepinephrine response, right? The norepinephrine doesn't get reuptaken. So it puts you in like a state of stress, which releases more norepinephrine, and that norepinephrine doesn't get reuptaken. So it makes you more agitated. More agitation means more norepinephrine. So it's just gonna like, you can't really reason with these people. You can't really calm them down. Like they're almost incapable of calming down, like chemically. Like they're chemically agitated, and there's not really an off ramp. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of just have to like exhaust themselves, because that's what happened to me. Like the second time was way worse than the first time. basically I just had to have like seethe and freak out in like a room with like the air conditioning blowing on me for like 5 minutes. Until literally like I was like so exhausted, like all of my like norepinephrine was like excreted out of my neurons. And then I felt like I was dying. And then I felt like I was like dizzy and sick to my stomach and lightheaded, and it was like really bad. Yeah, so like don't do drugs, cuz even like prescription drugs at like normal levels can like screw you up really bad in rare cases. And especially like drug interactions, like you really want to be careful with drug interactions, cuz that can really do you in. Cuz like if you take something, if you're taking like a precursor, if you're taking a precursor like levodopa, and you're taking like Adderall at the same time, like that could really like probably kill you. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is don't smoke meth, don't snort meth, don't eat meth, don't and if you really want meth that bad, like get a prescription for like ADHD or obesity or something, and take a small amount. Levodopa is, they use it to treat Parkinson's. It's basically like a precursor to dopamine. So basically it just like puts more dopamine in your neurons so that more can be excreted, right? Because the theory behind you have certain cells in your brain, right? I think it's in the brain. It might be in the blood, but I think it's in the brain. They take in chemicals like L-tyrosine. Yeah, they take in chemicals like L-tyrosine that you get through food and stuff like this. And there might be other ones, but I know L-tyrosine is one of them, right? And it generates dopamine using the like chemical components of the L-tyrosine, right? It does a chemical process, turns it into dopamine, okay? And the reason why L-dopa is a treatment for Parkinson's, okay, is because L-dopa is also metabolized into dopamine, but not in the same way. So, when you have Parkinson's and the cells that, create the dopamine are dying, they're degenerating, they're not working, whatever it is, okay? You're getting like a dopamine deficiency. The dopamine deficiency causes your brain signals to be weak and therefore staticky, right? You take L-dopa, okay? L-dopa gets converted right into dopamine in the brain, and then that replenishes the dopamine that's not being replenished naturally through like the typical process, therefore giving you the neurotransmitters to have a stronger signal. It's not foolproof though. It's not like perfect, because like I know a guy with Parkinson's, right, and he's definitely having like a problem even though he's being treated for it. That's sort of I think that's the theory behind how like levodopa treats Parkinson's. I'm kind of going on memory though, and my memory's bad, so it, every single detail there might not be exactly correct, but that is generally correct. Right, and so that's why if you do meth, there's like a good chance you will have like a freak out like this, right? And also like the extreme levels of dopamine that get dumped in your brain when you're doing meth, it's like a hyper focus to the point where like now I'm just kind of guessing. I'm kind of guessing like based on my experience with amphetamines at like a therapeutic level, right? Having that much dopamine being dumped out of your neurons into the receptors, it makes it so that like you can't think. You just feel like your brain is like spinning around in a circle in your skull. Because I've been on like too high of a dose before. I think it was I was on Vyvanse. And it was the dose was too high. And it just felt like my brain was spinning in a circle over and over and over again, and I couldn't even think. Like, because it's supposed to make you focus, but if you take too much, it'll like make it so that like it's almost like you're so focused that like you're just spinning around in a circle and you can't actually think about anything. You're just like focused on focusing. And it's like it's really uncomfortable. And it like kills your creativity, like, because like it almost seems like if you're too focused, you can't be creative. So like if you're on too many like stimulants, it'll kill your creativity, or at least it can. Yeah, so you really want to be careful, like, because doctors will try to like push you. Like a lot of like psychiatrists and stuff, they will just be like, okay, so like, do you want to take more? Do you want me to prescribe you more? Like, you don't even have to say anything, and they'll be like, okay, so do you want to increase your dose? It's like, it's kind of crazy. Like, they are not afraid to just, like, put more drugs in you. And you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You really gotta watch out. And the thing is, with a lot of, like, psychoactive substances, like, it's not obvious what's happening to you. Like, you know, you would think it'd be obvious, like, oh, I take this and I feel bad. You know, I take this and something bad happens. So I shouldn't take this because it's making me feel bad. Like, you don't know that. Like, if you take something and it makes you feel weird, you don't, like, connect the taking it to the feeling weird. You just kind of feel like something's wrong and you don't really understand why. Like, when people get sort of, like, post Adderall, like, crashes and they get really depressed and, like, messed up, right? And, like, lethargic, like, you don't necessarily connect, like, I'm having an Adderall crash and this is why I'm depressed. Like, you just feel depressed and lethargic and like a failure and like getting imposter syndrome and feeling stupid. And you get all these like really intense negative feelings, right? Or at least you can. Some people get these. And like, it doesn't feel like, oh, like I'm having like medication withdrawal, or I'm having like you know, my neurotransmitters are depleted, so I'm feeling strange. Like, you just feel weird and it feels real, right? Like last night I felt this. I was like kind of depressed. I was like, man, my stream sucks. My content is boring. I'm retarded. I can't even speak. All of my assets that I make look retarded, and because I use AI, and my Discord server is probably gonna get like raided and banned. And like, I was having these thoughts last night, and it was like, but I like know it's because it was late, and so all of the Adderall was out of my system, so I was feeling like terrible. I was like telling this to one guy, and he was like convinced I'm like a drug addict, because he doesn't really know. Because like, I don't even take a lot, you know. I take 10 milligrams twice a day, which is like a relatively small dose, okay? Like, I don't even know if they prescribe 5 milligrams to people. Like, I don't know if like 5 milligrams is even a thing like doctors prescribe. So like 10 milligrams is either the starter or the second dose level. So I don't even take that much. And I get like really bad. I get like bad withdrawal if I take it for a long time and stop, and then I also get bad crashes if I take it for a long time at the end of the day. So basically what I'm saying, I understand how this guy feels. I've been there, man. It's okay. Don't worry, I've been there.
A bunch of cops were deployed.
Stand up so we can get out of here.
Bergie spit on them.
Don't spit.
Fought them.
Hey, no biting. Don't bite yourself either.
Stand up, Travis. We're going to the gurney. Here's the gurney.
It lasted hours.
Forward.
Well, I'm actually not even high right now.
Travis is outrageously unapologetic about his life and his world.
I'm not even high right now. He's like playing with his hair like an insane person.
He could care less about yours.
Do you steal for your habit?
I actually just started stealing last Monday. I started stealing.
I'm not a drug abuser, but I am stealing to buy meth.
And oh my God, dude, that was one of the hardest sacrifices, is to like do unrighteous things in front of my dudes.
Travis, just relax. Travis, do you want to smoke? Travis, you want to smoke or a candy bar?
But
Will you continue to do that?
oh, I'm having a blast now. It is so much fun.
What should the system do with a guy like you?
I think that this system has done.
I also don't believe him that he's not on meth right now. Well, because in meth, you know, meth has a very long half-life. Meth has like a half-life of like 20 hours, right? So that means like after 20 hours, you still have half the meth in your system, right? That's what a half-life is. I think it's like 20 hours. So if he took meth yesterday, he still has meth in his system. Like this looks like it's like midday, maybe morning, maybe late morning. Like bro probably was on meth last night and he is still on meth. He just like doesn't know. He just doesn't know.
What any viable, legitimate system would. And they've really like exalted me and like shown deference and love towards me.
I want to see you pick it up with your mouth, though. Remember when you caught it with your toes?
And like, I don't feel like I'll ever be arrested again. I haven't been in jail for like a year and 3 months or so, you know? So a change like that, responding to big change, definitely shows that I have conquered the criminal justice system.
Want to know the sad part? The
Bro
truly
conquered.
frustrating part?
Bro's a
He's
conqueror.
probably right.